the earth, till they had discomfited them and given them a great overthrow, so that the rest did give them tribute every year. Besides this, how they had discomfited in battle Philip and Perseus, king of Kittim, which others that lifted up themselves against them and had overcome them. Because when Rome conquered, if you look at the Mediterranean Sea, that's the main area that they conquered all around. If you look at northern Russia, northern Russia, got Russia on the brain. Northern Africa, the Middle East, over here, Jerusalem, Palestine, Syria, coming up into so-called Turkey today, and around through Greece and all that area there, all the way up to Spain, France, and all that. Those lands around the Mediterranean Sea, that's what the Romans conquered, because commerce was where you make money. If you controlled the ports or that land, you controlled pretty much everything else that went on. So that was one of the main things that they conquered, was that whole open land around the Mediterranean Sea, and that's why that's their what they conquered. All right, now jumping down to verse 14, it says, "Yet for all this, none of them wore a crown or was clothed in purple to be magnified thereby." And this is the reason why the scriptures say that when the Roman Empire, which was the fourth beast, was in power, they were going to be different from the other beasts, because the Romans had leaders. You had the emperors, or you had the Caesars, but they didn't rule as kings, because their policy was different, true to prophecy. That's why when Julius Caesar tried to basically take like a kingship position, what did they do? They killed him. They assassinated him, because they wanted to rule differently than all them other monarchies at the time, because that's how a country was ruled, was by kings.
Well, that's prophecy. Go to Daniel 7 and go right to it.
Come on. This is Daniel. I'm sorry, what was that, Elder Gabor?
No, you said the Senate. You're
Senate.
referring to the Senate, right? Yeah.
Yep. So you had different. You had it was a different type of rule. This is Daniel chapter 7 and 7. After this, I saw in the night visions, and behold, a fourth beast, dreadful and terrible and strong exceedingly. Now, when Daniel seen this, he didn't really understand what this meant. He actually saw an actual beast. But then the angel, as you read on down, the angel was breaking it down to him what that actually meant. It says, "And it had great iron teeth. It devoured and brake in pieces and stamped the residue with the feet of it." Why? Because when the Romans ruled, they were a force to be reckoned with. No one could stand in their way, because the Lord allowed them to do this.
And that's also known as divide and conquer. They set up provinces, so that's why you had governors.
That's right. It says, "And it was diverse from all the beasts that were before it, and it had 10 horns." And how was it diverse? In the manner and how they ruled. Because they ruled as not as kings, but you had Caesars, which today would be known as a president. Caesars. You had the Tsar. But they were like in the kingly position. Those are all the same. Kaiser. Those are all the same words for Caesar. But basically they ruled. They had one man that was the head of everything, but he wasn't ruling like a king or a monarch. That's how they were diverse. Okay, jumping back, I'm gonna come back to that. Jumping back to First Maccabees 8 and 14. "Yet for all this, none of them wore a crown or was clothed in purple to be magnified thereby. Moreover, how they had made for themselves a senate house, wherein 320 men sat in council daily, consulting always for the people, to the end they might be well ordered. And that they committed their government to one man every year, who ruled over all their country, and that all were obedient to that one, and that there was neither envy nor emulation among them."
Yeah, I got something to back up the conversation that we in right now. This is Second Ezra, the 12th chapter, which we're going into the test. So, the spirit, your focus got to be on that Second Ezra, the 11th chapter, and the 12th chapter. But this is what Nate said in one of his videos about maybe a year and a half ago, which I got into a heated debate with a son over because, you know, they call themselves breaking it down. I said, well, look, if you can break that verse down, then you can break this verse down, you know. But here it is. 2nd Ezra 12, 10 and 11. It says, hold up. Eleven and 12, I believe. It says, the eagle whom thou sawest come up from the sea is a kingdom which was seen in the vision of thy brother Daniel. Let me read it again. The eagle whom thou saw. Now you come across the word eagle, and what come to your mind? America, right? It ain't talking about America, my man. It ain't talking about America. Okay? I'm gonna read it again. The eagle whom thou sawest, the eagle whom thou sawest come up from the sea is a kingdom which was seen in the vision of thy brother Daniel. 12. But it was not expounded unto him. Therefore now I declare it unto thee. Now, 13. Let me go to 13. Behold, the days will come that there shall arise up a kingdom upon earth, and it shall be feared above all the kingdoms that were before it.
2,000 years ago.
And the same
in the land surrounding the Mediterranean
and the same shall 12 kings reign,
empire,
one after
the Roman
another.
Empire.
It's not talking about Nate.
In this empire,
Nate,
grand
please,
cities,
brother, start watching our videos so you can learn
magnificent
something. You know,
and riches of every kind.
it's talking about the Roman Empire, my man.
Rich
And it's not even
emperors
talking
with
about
palaces
the expanse of the
and
Roman
beggars
Empire,
down the street.
because there were far more than
roads
12
connected all the cities of the empire.
Caesars or
And
12
all
kings.
roads led to the capital,
There were far more than
the
that.
grandest city in the world.
So you
roads
look
led
at the
to
word eagle, and right away you think
So
about
let's step
America.
back in time
You're going
to
off.
see what life was like.
You know what I'm
in
saying?
ancient city.
Yeah, he hears that Ray Charles song in his head. For
Basement
beautiful.
in ancient Rome would be a very fine day,
The symbol of America, which is
and
the
it would
bald
start at
eagle.
sunrise.
I got.
Well, yeah, you made the
These
statement.
days before
Yeah.
electric
The symbol
lights,
of America
it
is a
was
bald
necessary
eagle.
to get everything done
But
while
where'd
the
they
sun
get
was
that
shining.
symbol from? They got it
That's
from Rome.
That's right.
That
I got it. I
meant
got
That's
it.
why when you study law, you have to learn
Since the weather known
classic
storms
Latin
and since they were
from the
out,
Roman
warm sun was
classic
shining.
Latin.
Romans
Okay.
were called
If you want to learn medicine, you have to know Latin.
Most Romans
Okay.
had only one outfit.
Hell, if you want to know the English language, you got to know the majority of the English language goes back to
the wealthy,
Latin.
on the other hand,
the
Yeah.
alphabets
Draping pieces
are
of
Roman
togas over the
characters.
The most important Roman cities
All right.
Yeah.
wore togas with
So you come across the word
beautiful
eagle, and all of a sudden you think
Make
about
them
America.
stand out
No,
from the crowd.
Rome had the
Finishing
eagle
off
before
a Roman
America came on the
outfit were
scene.
Sandals made of leather.
Yeah, I got some
Not
information
too
on that.
different
This
from
is
the shoes of today.
again from Wikipedia under eagle
Roman
heraldry.
variations on familiar
It says the
concepts
eagle
as
with
well.
its keen eyes symbolize
Very few people
per-
had houses of their own.
perspicacity,
Those who did lived in houses that were
perspicacity,
built around beautiful courtyards
perspicacity,
that may have even had
courage.
When you study, you come across words that you don't deal with every day,
Most people,
Yeah, that's
however,
right.
and that's why we
small apartment buildings
stammer upon
that
these
were made
words.
mostly of wood.
Yeah.
For fear of fire, residents-
Perspicacity, courage, strength, and immortality.